Vice President of Lexco Cable. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of our fittings, which is the plain ball fitting. The plain ball fitting is a machine swaged fitting. So for most of our customers, we'll prefabricate it onto the cable for them. You wouldn't want to try to crimp it with a hand crimp tool. A hand crimp tool is not designed for it. A plain ball fitting is spherical, and a hand crimp fitting is only meant to do a cylindrical shape. There are different grades that you could get a plain ball fitting in. If you have a military application, a Navy application, an aerospace application, or possibly a domestic application, then there's a good chance you would want to spec out either a BACT-14B Boeing spec or an NAS 494 Navy spec. If those requirements aren't applicable to your situation, then you can use a commercial grade, and that'll be more economical to do. The plain balls are mostly stainless steel. That's how the vast majority of them are. There are some in small sizes that are done in brass. And then if you have, say, a large volume and then you can do more planning, then you could make a run of a plain ball in plated steel to save a little bit on the material over a volume run. Dimensionally, a plain ball fitting, they generally start for about 1/32 cable, and that would typically have a 1/8 spherical diameter. Then on the other side, the largest plain balls are going to be for 3/16 diameter cable, and those have a 7/16 spherical diameter. The strength of a plain ball fitting, if it's installed properly on 7x19 construction, is about 60% of break strength. For example, a 1/8 7x19 galvanized cable with a 2,000-pound min break strength, that plain ball, when machine swaged properly, will hold to 1,200 pounds pull-off. Plain ball fittings are an end fitting, but they can also be installed at different points along a cable. So the fitting in my hand is an end fitting. The plain ball is installed on the end. And the plain ball, before it's crimped, it has a through hole. And so you can, if you were to look closely, you could see the cable coming out of the plain ball. And then in our assembly fabrication, we've ground down the excess wire rope. And some customers will put on their print to ground flush within a tolerance, such as within 1/16 or within 1/8. And that will prevent sharp wires. But besides installing the plain ball at the end, like for the majority of applications, it can also be installed intermittently. And this is a mock-up to show you that we could install it at even intervals. If you have an application where you need multiple bearing points at specific points, then the plain ball is a good option. One reason why you might use a plain ball instead of a button stop is, again, because it's spherical. So if you have a mating part that would benefit from an outside radius to help with the surface area that comes in contact on your mating fitting, a plain ball is great in that way. And plain balls usually can also hold a little bit stronger than a button stop. But keep in mind, it's a machine swage fitting. Well, another thing I want to let you know is that at Lexco, we have the capability to customize a plain ball fitting for you. So let's say that you want the 7/16 spherical that normally comes on a 3/16 fitting, but you have thinner wire. Maybe you have 1/8 wire. We can customize a plain ball with a smaller ID that will yield the OD that's non-standard that you're getting at. And that's something that we really specialize in, is taking a standard fitting and helping customers to customize it, as we do customize the assemblies that we install these on. If you need full brake strength out of a ball fitting, one option, if you have high volume, you could consider a die-cast fitting. If it has the right dimensions, a die-cast fitting could potentially hold to the full brake. But the majority of solutions for when a ball needs to hold to full brake, the way to go is with a shank ball. And shank ball is another product line that we have under wire rope fittings, and that is the next video in our series on wire rope fittings. I'll see you next time. Thank you.